Hey everybody, why don't you meet Steve? Steve's a sophomore at Pitzer College with a 3.0 GPA. He majors in sociology and just broke up with his girlfriend of over a year. He enjoys playing ball and drinking and taking long drives, but everything really isn't as great as it sounds. Steve's been pretty depressed lately. The breakup he's had with his girlfriend has put him in an awkward situation. Although he craves female affection and company, he no longer possesses the skills to attract women. He's left our friend very depressed. As a matter of fact, he's heartbroken.
I don't know. I feel like a fish out of water. I mean, I always had that natural gift of gab, but after me and Renee were going out, my gab had turned into flab. I mean, Renee and I were a couple, so it really didn't matter. I didn't even have to spit no game to her. But now I see women and I'm just like speechless. I mean, I end up saying something so stupid or corny, it's just embarrassing. And you know they're not trying to hear that. I mean, I just end up trying to escape to my room, but that just ends up leaving me lonelier. I don't know, I gotta stop trying so hard, but it's not working. All I know is I need to get Renee out of my mind, or else I'm gonna go crazy.
You see, it's that kind of thinking that's bringing Steve down. But he got brought up one day. It was the day he met Amber. You see, Amber was a transfer student from Washington, D.C. She was completely a stranger to the school and was just trying to meet some new friends. She saw Steve a couple times in passing and was curious to check out his personality. Steve was sprung from their very first encounter. From the moment he saw her, it was like a drug. Steve needed Amber.
It was like when I saw her, my eyes were just fixed on her. I mean, her face, her body, smile, personality, everything. She had it all. Then I thought to myself, whoa, she's black. I mean, living in Thousand Oaks, I didn't find any black girls attractive. First of all, because we didn't have any black girls. So all I dated was white girls. That's the only girls I found attractive. When I met this girl, it was like an attraction I've never felt before. I mean, things were just different. All this is different to me. It's all new. It's like my mind clicked and all eyes are on her. She's all I think about.
Well, the semester passed by, and Steve and Amber did see each other. The problem is, that's all they really did. They just smiled when they passed by in January. Some Februarys they ate together in the dining halls. When Amber had a car trouble in April, Steve came right to her aid. They even saw each other really drunk after parties and gave each other hugs. And you probably think that Steve and Amber would have gotten together sometime throughout the school year. But they didn't. Because Steve had a problem. He was scared. He was scared of the unknown. Scared of liking someone different from what he was used to. So instead of revealing his true feelings, he just chose to hold Amber in his thoughts. He thought about her when his lectures got boring in class. Or when he laid in bed by himself, he dreamed of holding her next to him. He even wrote songs and poems about her and kept all this to himself and never shared his emotions. It bugged him. Well, shit, it tore him apart. So he tried to keep his infatuation internal and play the role of a gentle friend instead of a caring lover and confidant.
You ever felt held back before? I mean, something you really wanted to do, but you just knew you couldn't. Like, I don't know, maybe that time you wanted to go to your friend's house or something, but you were grounded. I don't know. I guess I'm in that similar situation right now. I just hope we can get a chance to spend some time together next year. Maybe the next year after that. Maybe she'll come up to me and just kiss me without me even expecting it. I don't know. Maybe we'll go drink a six-pack sometime. I don't know. Maybe I should just stop bullshitting and just ask her out.
Now today, Steve was very happy. It was the middle of May and Steve had just finished his last final. He was going back home in about a couple days and he couldn't wait to go home. Sure, he was a little angry at himself that he never asked Amber out, but there's no place like home, especially when you need to regroup, rethink a situation. Besides, he figured Amber wasn't going anywhere next semester, and in the fall she'd return to Pittsburgh looking more stunning. And sometime in between the new semester, they'd start wheeling themselves down love's two-way street. To him, life was all good. Now, it was this conversation that changed everything. Steve was being a nice guy, and he was helping Amber with her boxes that she was having trouble with. And for this good deed, Steve got a kiss on the cheek for being so nice, and the kiss felt passionate to him. He couldn't think of a better way to end the year. He was drunk as fuck, and he got a kiss from the woman he adored. However, in conversation, Steve found out that Amber wasn't going to be receiving her outside scholarship money for the next year. She'd have to spend her sophomore year back in Washington, D.C. at some junior college just to save money. To make it worse, Amber wasn't sure if she was ever coming back to the West Coast, let alone Pittsburgh. This upset Steve.
I was just thinking, damn, what if I let this go? I mean, I don't want to put myself in a situation where I would have to think what could have been. I mean, what if Amber and I really hit it off? What if we got married someday? I mean, what if we just really saw each other for a long time? I don't know. I just think maybe Amber would see me not as a white guy, but as a person she would really love to go out with. I don't know. I guess it's now or never.
So with his back to the wall, Steve spoke. He told her that she was his infatuation, and he loved being around her. He spoke to her for about a good 10 minutes straight, and Amber didn't even get a word in. And you know, Steve was still drunk than a motherfucker, so he told her everything. I'm surprised she didn't hear a poem that Steve had written for her. These were drastic moments, and they required drastic moves. Amber's heart was warm, but you could see it in her face. At the same time, she was puzzled.
That's when my heart sank.
She saw him laying at the end of my gun, hungry for life.
Now, Steve was speechless. He really had no idea what to say. He was stunned. The moment he finally said how he really felt, she responded positively. She wondered why he had been so shy, but we know the reason. Steve thought he'd be rejected because of his color.
And I will regret that moment for the rest of my life.
So Steve mumbled some bullshit about being too scared to talk to her and this and that, but he really just had nothing to say. Amber didn't have anything to say either, but she had action. She pulled him close and she kissed him. And it wasn't the best kiss in the world because Steve was kind of drunk and it seemed kind of sloppy, but it was sweet and tender, and they both appreciated it.
Then she told me something I'll never forget. It went like,
everybody put your hands together.
very special to me. I never heard what happened to her or even heard from her again, but her memory will be deep within me forever.
Steve changed, and changed for the better, even though his situation wasn't the greatest. Needless to say, he was a little depressed and dejected after the experience, but he rebounded quite well. He eventually went on to date more women, learn more about himself, and the art of unconditional love.
In complete darkness, we are all the same. It is only our knowledge and wisdom that separates us. Don't let your eyes deceive you.